Shannon, what do you make of this?
I'm not surprised, and I made it abundantly clear once I heard about this, Skip, and I'm not trading him. Yeah. I'm going to hold on to him because sometimes the best deals are the deals that you don't do. And there's no way I'm trading him to a rival. That's your biggest threat. You make them stronger as you got weaker. I love Isaiah. He's a good little player, but he's not on Kyrie's level.
No.
So you take him, and he's injured, and you give them Kyrie with all that young talent, and they have the pieces to break some of that young talent up and go get a major, major player. What if they swung and pulled off a Boogie deal or pulled out an Anthony Davis deal or maybe went and got DeAndre Jordan?
Yep.
That shifts the whole balance of power. But I'm not surprised, Skip, because I believe LeBron wanted it to work and was willing to do whatever it took to make it work. You get rid of David Griffin, what, 2 weeks before the draft, Skip?
It was in June, yeah.
Yeah, right before the draft. I mean, he's sitting his board, and maybe they have something in the works.
Well, there was all the speculation about a Jimmy Butler trade that would involve Kevin Love, maybe.
Yeah, so I don't get this. I don't like the way they've handled the situation. And LeBron, if you got trust issues now, unless they willing, well, I don't know what now. I mean, I have a bunch of trust issues after what. There was a little fact.
I mean, this was the thing.
Yeah. So yeah, hey, Joy. Hey, Joy. Okay. What? Okay, I got trust issues. There were signs along the way, but I just.
A few red flags.
Yeah. But I wasn't paying attention to those. I had my head down, keeping my eye on the prize. If they don't move that Brooklyn Nets pick, if I'm LeBron, I got to go. Because I need you to show me that not only are we trying to win now, because I believe if you move that pick, you're saying you're going to get somebody that you believe that you can keep long term.
Yep.
A Boogie or DeAndre Jordan. Hell, take Isaiah, that first pick, Shump, JR, and go get Anthony Davis, and throw in a plane too. Get a man a G5 or G650. Go for about $70 million, Joy. He worth it. What you care, Dan Gilbert? You worth $6 billion. What's $70 million to you? Go get AD and come on over there. Come on, AD. Don't you want to play with Bron? Bron make it so easy. Them 45-15 nights would be routine. You put them back to get back. Only Wilt Chamberlain, Bob McAdoo did what Anthony Davis did a few nights ago, 45-15 back-to-back. Those things would be commonplace at least once a week, Skip.
So, to Joy's point, when I first read this, and I love and respect Brian Windhorst. He's a friend of mine, and he does not a good job. He does a great job of covering not only this league, but especially this team and this player.
Yep.
And for him to write about trust issues that LeBron has now, when you went back and rejoined forces with an owner who publicly accused you of quitting in your final playoff series the first time around in Cleveland, he publicly buried you. Yeah. And you rebuilt that bridge? Really?
Hey.
To Dan Gilbert? I still can't get over that LeBron. I get it that he's from Northeast Ohio, and it was a great story, and he went back, and God bless him, he won them a championship.
Yeah.
Can't take that away.
Yeah.
So maybe he was the bigger man. But, man, I would have a hard time rejoining forces with that guy.
Yeah, Skip, sometimes the bigger man walks away.
Okay.
That's what the bigger man does.
Yeah.
See?
No,
I'm the bigger man.
Okay. So, now to this. I am so with you. When I first heard the rumblings of Kyrie discontent, I thought, okay, so what? He's got 2 years left on his deal. So what? He's got no leverage. So what?
Zero.
So why wouldn't Dan Gilbert just say, gee, I'm sorry, let's work this out. How can we make it better?
Change your phone number.
You're going nowhere. You're going nowhere.
Call me busy.
Again, down the stretch last year, was there a lack of communication? Kyrie was distant. He was withdrawn. Yep, all that was true.
True.
He was sick and tired of playing with LeBron, sort of living with LeBron, on the team playing, locker room, all that's true. But still, it's up to the owner, who is the GM of this team.
Correct.
When push comes to shove, you can have David Griffin or Kobe Altman or whoever it is. They're just the extension of the owner.
Correct.
They just do the dirty work. They pick up the phone and make the phone calls and bring what they hear back to the owner. And he's the basketball man, right? So I don't know why LeBron wasn't even apprised that they were then shopping Kyrie Irving at that point. Now, Kyrie was upset that he heard he was being shopped even before this, when he demanded a trade because he heard they were
trying to
shopping
trade
him.
Right.
Okay, that was a couple of months before.
Correct.
So why wouldn't LeBron be apprised of this and take a stand against Dan Gilbert and say, you cannot trade him.
Yeah.
We're fine. We're as is, we're fine.
And if you trade Kyrie, we're a package deal. So wherever he's going, I'm going.
I don't know if he'd go that far, but...
But here's the thing, Skip. If that was the case, why not Dan Gilbert and LeBron get on a plane and go meet Kyrie and sit down and talk to him?
You could.
Say, Kai,
yep.
you are a part of this. Mm-hmm. We want you here with the Cavs. LeBron is not going to play forever. And you see, Skip, they were really, in the regular season, Kyrie took more shots than LeBron. Mm-hmm. That was the first time somebody had taken more shots than LeBron that played on the same team.
Yep.
So you could see LeBron was willing to acquiesce and give up some of those shots.
I agree.
Because he understood what Kyrie was and what Kyrie could be, and he needed all of that in order to get to ultimately where he wanted to be, which was take down the Golden State Warriors again.
Yep. And again, back to Isaiah. I've never been a fan, so I'm not trying to do 20/20 hindsight. I just don't like the way he clicks or doesn't click with LeBron. They did have one play last night that worked.
They had a few Monday night.
Yeah, okay.
And you'll get a few plays, Skip, but a few plays won't win you games against upper echelon teams.
And now I look back, actually fondly, at what LeBron and Kyrie pulled off.
Yeah.
Because did they love each other? Nope, they didn't love each other. I don't know. I think LeBron loved Kyrie more than vice versa, but that's okay.
Right.
Could they coexist? They did better than coexist. They actually flourished together.
Right.
And I don't know how they did it, but they just had such a healthy respect.
It didn't get like Kobe and Shaq.
It did not. And again, Kyrie didn't come in like we just saw Isaiah saying, we're two great players, and
he's closer
he's
to
a little
greatness than I
closer
am.
to great. What? No, Kyrie had the ultimate respect for LeBron from day one, and vice versa. LeBron knew what he had. That's a bad man over there.
See, Isaiah fails to realize LeBron is Neil Armstrong. He stood on the moon.
Yep.
You circling it. Y'all not equal.
He hadn't broken the Earth's atmosphere yet.
So he ain't even broke the
No.
But Skip, I wouldn't have done it. And I can understand why LeBron. Skip, Kyrie Irving is a special, unique talent. He's 25.
Yep.
You've seen him take some of the toughest shots in the toughest moments and make them.
Yeah, and however they pulled it off, they won a championship together at Golden State.
Yes. So now this is what this is what I would have done. Now maybe if you want to do something, Skip, I package Kevin Love. I package Shump, Tristan Thompson. Oh, y'all, hey, Boogie, give us Boogie. Give us DeAndre.
They're not going to do that for Kevin Love.
No, they would have.
Oh, you mean with when? Going back to what?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean going back to the Kyrie time?
Yeah, I'm keeping.
Okay.
Kyrie is not a part of it.
I see.
Kyrie is not a part of anything.
Yeah.
Kyrie, and look, on the Cavaliers, there are two things that should have been untouchable. Kyrie and LeBron. You want Quicken loans, we'll move that.
Yep.
But you're not getting one of these guys. Everything else, you could go.
So, was the Brooklyn pick valuable to get in return? Yes, it was, although it's been diminished somewhat in value because they've been a little better than you thought. But still, they're going to be in the lottery. Maybe they hit the lottery. Who knows what could happen.
Right.
But it's not good enough to get rid of Kyrie Irving for because you took back a player who's clearly a 5'9", ball-dominant point guard who plays little to no defense. And he's damaged goods, or he could
Skip,
potentially.
he tries, but how much defense can a 5'9" play in the land of giants?
It's no good. But yet, you're stuck with the conundrum now, the catch-22, if you will, of you've got the Brooklyn pick, you got your pick next year for what that's worth, and you don't know. Dan Gilbert's sitting there, and again, is there any love lost between those two? No. But Dan Gilbert's thinking, well, wait a second.
I'm sure
that's all I got left. If LeBron's going to leave me next year, I got to hang on to these picks.
I'm sure Dan Gilbert sitting in his office saying, LeBron, I can't trust you because you didn't tell me you were leaving
He would definitely tell you that.
Until like 20 minutes before you were about to make that announcement.
That is correct.
So I can't be totally bought into you. I mean, it's a situation where, She on her phone like this, you on your phone like that. Don't nobody trust nobody, Joy. So, I mean, what's going on? Who is it? Ain't nobody. Phone ring like, answer the phone. I don't hear no phone. Joy, you know, that's the kind of relationship LeBron and Dan Gilbert got. Don't nobody hear the phone ringing and both people's phone ring. I would not have traded Kyrie until the trade deadline, Skip, because Kyrie was not going to lose any value. And he had 2 years left on the contract.
He did.
He had no leverage. I could see if he was in the final year of his contract and you weren't going to get anything from him for him like KD walked away.
I agree.
They got nothing for it. And in LeBron's case, Skip, Miami gave them draft pick. It was a sign and trade. So they ended up getting draft picks.
In the end, my 2 cents is Dan Gilbert will not trade these picks for help at the trade deadline, which means LeBron got to go. Got to go.
LeBron gone. And then, well, you know what LeBron...
There's no trust in this situation. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.